Hi, it's Anna from blisscloud.org. How are you? I want to talk today about this idea of looking to others for praise and validation and approval. I'm part of a group of women, a mastermind group. If you haven't got yourself in a group or a circle of like minded people, especially if you're in business or working for yourself or trying to put something out there, I can't recommend it more because it's just such a support and it really helps with holding you accountable and pushing you forward. And in any journey, there's ups and downs, and there's times when you might question what you're doing. And it's just really amazing to have a group of people who are sort of going through similar things, who can sort of listen to you and support you and give guidance. So last night we had a call, and we're coming to the end now. We've been going for about 7 months, and what we were talking about, what was brought up, was this idea of not looking to others for praise, or not being affected by other people's criticism, but in as much not being affected by other people's praise. And so coming from a point where you're so strong and you feel so good and you're so sure that yes, people are going to criticize you and yes, people will praise you, but that is not going to change how you are and what your message is. And I really like this idea. I think it's something I'm definitely striving for. I don't think I'm there yet. I think it's a great place to aim for. But what I was also thinking about is, yes, you shouldn't be concerned about this praise or criticism, but I think when it comes to yourself, you should be concerned, because I think a lot of us are very hard on ourselves, and especially I find now that I'm working for myself even more so, and I can really give myself a hard time for not doing enough, and get to the end of the day and think I haven't done much today to sort of progress. But this tip that I've heard recently is this idea of, when that voice starts, when you hear yourself saying, giving yourself a hard time or criticizing yourself, just to stop and to say, I'm proud, and then add in something that you've done that day that you're proud of for yourself. And it can be really simple. So, it can be, I'm proud that I had a green smoothie. I'm proud that I was really loving and kind to my kids when they weren't being so loving and kind to me. I'm proud that I did my daily practice. I'm proud that I made the time to talk to a friend who I have been meaning to speak to for ages. I'm proud that I did my Facebook Live. So it just shifts the energy. It takes you out of being really horrible to yourself, really critical, and then it puts you into this loving energy, which is just so much better, because you have to be kind to yourself. And from that idea of being kind and proud of yourself, then you can move forward, and you're changing your vibration basically. And if you're in a much nicer vibration, better things are going to happen. It's going to flow, and you're going to get these things done that you need to get done. So I think what it boils down to is being kind to yourself. And I've been reading quite a lot of Sonia Choquette's stuff, and she talks very much about sort of, tuning into your own intuition. So not looking to others for advice, not looking to others for approval and validation, really tuning into your own gut feelings, intuition. And one way to do that is to calm down, slow down, pause, give yourself time to actually be able to listen to the signs, because we've all got them. We can all follow our own inner guidance, but we can only do it if we give ourselves time to hear it, because our lives are so busy, there's so much noise, we overschedule ourselves. So we really, really need to create quiet times. And if our life's so busy, or with that nature where we feel like we just have to keep on, then you have to schedule it. It has to be, a time to meditate, a time to journal, a time to listen to music, or have a warm bath. And it's these moments where you're slowing down, that you can listen to your feelings on things and ask yourself questions. You know, ask yourself a question, put your hand on your heart, ask a question, and then wait to see what comes through. There's a really beautiful guided meditation by Deepak Chopra where it's short, I think it's like 3 minutes. If I find it, I'll try and link it below. And you put your hand on your heart and you just say, what do I want? And he says naturally the thing that's most important to you in that moment will just rise. It will just come up. And I've done it a few times now, and sometimes it's really surprising the sort of thing that comes out. It wouldn't be what I would think if I'm thinking in my head trying to be rational. That isn't, you know, the thing that comes through when I'm doing this meditation. So I will try and find it because it is beautiful. Guys, stop. So, yes, as you can see, it's so important to schedule these quiet moments because you can get really stressed. And stop. Come here. Okay, I'm going to go, but have a really lovely day. Bye.